The virtual conference will come to order. We are now holding the FFA component of the 2020-21 Spokane Ag Show. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn has grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are 14 members and guests present, Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood,
honor
agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an
FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting of the FFA component of the 2021 Spokane Ag Show duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Good morning, everybody. My name is Cole Barrellocker. I'm from Colfax, and I'm currently serving this year as the Washington FFA State President.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Lauren Stubbs. I'm from La Crosse. I'm serving as the Washington FFA State Vice President.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Gunnar Ani. I'm also from Colfax FFA Chapter, and I'm this year's State Secretary.
Hello, glad to see everyone. My name is Alyssa Whitaker. I am from Moses Lake, and I'm serving as this year's State Treasurer.
Hi, everyone. My name is Haley Gilman. I'm from I went to Eastmont High School, and I am the Washington FFA State Reporter.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Tyson White. I am from the Findlay FFA Chapter, and I'm serving this year as Washington State Sentinel.
Awesome. With introductions out of the way, let me start off by saying thank you guys all so much for inviting us to speak with you today. I speak for the whole team saying that we are super excited to be here to not only talk about what FFA is, but the countless opportunities it can provide to all of its members. So Washington FFA is one of our state's 8 career and technical student organizations, or CTSOs. These are vocational education programs for high school students that focus heavily on specific career clusters. As one of these organizations, FFA provides real-world knowledge and hands-on learning experience to students enrolled in agricultural education programs all around our state. FFA and agricultural education go hand in hand, making our program an intracurricular opportunity for students. Those who choose to join our association can expect to develop a wide range of skills and learn about the importance of premier leadership, personal growth, and career success as per our mission statement. Our association aims to help each member, no matter what career path they choose to pursue after high school, offering all sorts of competitions ranging from showing livestock affairs to veterinary science, creed speaking, and agricultural issues. FFA has something to offer all of its 12,000 members. Our roots are heavily planted in agriculture and stand solid as a large part of our organization's identity. However, we also pride ourselves on our ability to grow and adapt as time passes and technology evolves to ensure that we are keeping up with the times. Whether a student has grown up on a farm and knows traditional agriculture like the back of their hand, or they come from a more urban background and have a different understanding of the industry, there is something for everyone within our organization. I'm sure that all of our members and alumni can agree that FFA has the potential to make a tremendous impact on the lives of every member who puts on that blue jacket. Not only does being involved provide leadership and skill enhancing opportunities, being a member of FFA can create valuable memories and lifelong personal and professional connections.
Thank you, Haley. From 1928 to 2021, there is a lot of rich history and accomplishments for FFA. Let's roll back the tapes to the year 1917, where two men by the name of Hope Smith and Dudley Hughes introduced the Smith Hughes Act. The act was signed into law February 23, 1917 by President Woodrow Wilson. The act provided federal funds supporting the teaching of agriculture, home economics, and trades in America's public schools. For the first time, there was a path to a cohesive national system of career and technical education in the United States. Just over a decade later, in November of 1928, 33 delegates from 18 states met in the basements of the Hotel Baltimore in Kansas City, Missouri. Those 33 delegates founded the Future Farmers of America, which we now know today as the National FFA organization. By the end of 1930, FFA's membership had grown to over 40,000, 464 of those coming from the newly chartered Washington FFA Association. Now, speaking of this blue jacket, did you know that the first uniform or official dress of the organization was a dark blue wool shirt, blue or white pants, a blue cap, and a yellow tie? In fact, it wasn't until 1933 that we had the first appearance of this now famous attire, when an ag advisor from the state of Ohio had his students wear a blue corduroy jacket with the FFA emblem sewn onto the back of it to the 6th National FFA Convention. Another fun fact about the 6th National FFA Convention, the Future Farmers of America had a record-breaking attendance of just over 3,000 members and guests. However, this is far from the attendance of the 2019 National FFA Convention and Expo, where nearly 69,000 members, guests, and alumni gathered in Indianapolis, Indiana. Amidst the height of the civil rights movement in 1965, FFA merged with the New Farmers of America, or NFA. The NFA was a national organization for African American students enrolled in agricultural education programs. FFA and NFA shared many of the same goals and purposes, developing students' potential in not only leadership, but also career success through agricultural education. On July 1st, 1965, the New Farmers of America merged with FFA, welcoming over 50,000 members to FFA. 4 years later, in 1969, delegates at the National Convention voted to allow female membership and competition at the national level. Previously, the decision to allow female participation was left to the state and local chapters. In 1976, our very own Julie Smiley from the Mount Vernon FFA chapter was elected the first female national officer. With over 250 individual careers recognized within the field of agriculture and helping to better reflect the diversity and ever-changing industry of agriculture, in 1988, the Future Farmers of America changed its name to the National FFA Organization. The diversity found within all aspects of agriculture is something that inspires and drives FFA members to become the best versions of themselves. and truly encompass the FFA motto, learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, and living to serve. This year, we are pleased to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the founding of the FFA Alumni membership in 1971. This membership is open to all, no matter your involvement with FFA in the past. Anyone can be an FFA alumni member. FFA alumni help to support FFA chapters in a number of ways, whether it is through competition, preparation, mentorship, aiding in chapter activities, or even fundraising. FFA alumni help to advocate and advance FFA chapters and their members across the nation.
The FFA organization prides itself on providing members from all walks of life with the opportunity to experience premier leadership. Our organization strives to develop the next generation of leaders who will change our world. One area in which Washington FFA has promoted our commitment to leadership is through providing students with access to trainings and conferences that allow them to further their understanding about their impact as a leader. This year has been no exception. For example, our annual Evergreen Tour made the transition to virtual, an event that over 300 Washington FFA members attended. In addition to these types of events, students also gain access to leadership through the variety of officer positions available at the chapter, district, and state level. These opportunities allow members to gain necessary experiences to become effective problem solvers, communicators, and even innovators. As a state officer team, we have been amazed at how creative and resourceful leaders at both the chapter and district level has been this year. They truly have embodied the saying, living to serve. Members can also find success through the various degrees and awards Washington FFA bestows. Students who focus on their supervised agricultural experience projects, also known as SAEs, can work to obtain a state degree. The highest level of degree of leadership in the FFA is the American degree. About less than 1% of FFA members across the nation go on to earn this degree. However, students in Washington have stayed dedicated and strive to meet the rigorous requirements, and at the 2020 National Convention, we had 29 members from Washington receive their American degree. FFA is preparing all members to demonstrate the quality of leadership that is sought for by businesses and industry professionals. Speaking from my personal experience, FFA has provided me with a variety of opportunities to develop my understanding as a leader. From serving at the chapter and district level to serving as a state officer, FFA has helped me gain a deeper understanding of my capability for creating a positive impact. FFA has also allowed me to gain success in leadership development events, also known as LDEs. FFA allows students to compete in leadership events ranging from parliamentary procedure to extemporaneous public speaking to job interview. I found my voice competing in prepared public speaking. And not only did I gain experience, but I also gained confidence as a public speaker. All in all, FFA has a diverse range of opportunities to accommodate the over 700,000 members who make up our organization nationally.
The second cornerstone of FFA's mission, with a direct correlation to premier leadership, as Cole just talked about, is none other than personal growth. Cole talked about taking advantage of the opportunities given to us, whether that be through career development events or officer positions. It's so important to understand why we must take advantage of the opportunities we are given. If we're just going through the motions on cruise control, we aren't growing ourselves. We are probably letting go of our goals and letting others pass us by. We must make the intentional choice to let down our guard, take a step outside of our comfort zone, and chase after the opportunities that we are given as a result of hard work and persistence. FFA provides opportunities to learn from failure and setbacks. I have witnessed this many times on my FFA journey. There have been times in my FFA career where a contest or activity didn't go exactly as planned. In those moments, I had to build off an experience to come back stronger when the next chance presented itself. An example of this would be my first shot as a competitor in the employment skills. As a sophomore, I really wanted to compete in this LDE, leadership development event. I prepared my materials and worked hard on my resume, but unfortunately, the door didn't open. Nonetheless, I was determined to come back stronger as a junior. I did, and I was so blessed to be able to advance to state that year. I was happy I made it that far, but not quite satisfied. I knew that with dedication and perseverance, I could make top 8 and state as a senior. That was my goal, and I had a clear direction of where I wanted to head. In early my senior year, I started working on my materials, making them exactly how I pictured. You see, the year before, I didn't get to make my materials exactly how I wanted because I was told I had to use a specific resume generator. But this year was different. I had a goal and I wasn't going to let that pass me by. As I went through sub-districts and districts, I knew I had already made leaps and bounds of improvement in my interview skills and my material making. I just needed to keep practicing. At state last year, unfortunately, it was virtual, but I didn't let that hinder my goal and clear direction that I had. And I was able to make top 8 as a senior. This is just one example of the power of goals and learning from past experiences. As Bob Ross says, these aren't mistakes. These are happy little accidents. They grow, shape, and refine us for the better. If we invest in ourselves and make the effort to learn from what life gives us, we will be better prepared for what's to come. FFA helps to do that. It helps foster a competitive spirit, motivation, and leadership to kindle a welcoming and positive environment for students. Whether they come from an agricultural background or not, we are a family, an FFA family. We all know that we have each other's backs, but we are fierce competitors, but we also are relationship builders. Whether it be inside the stress-filled holding room that I'm sure we can all relate to, or the energy-filled sessions at state convention, as we look forward to the future, I am confident that FFA members will continue to exhibit personal growth through goals and being 1% better daily. Just 1% a day can lead to exponential growth over a lifetime. I encourage you all to write down a habit you currently have. Go ahead and do that now or in a couple minutes, but write down that habit. Now reflect on how you can be 1% better in that category daily. We will see strides of growth if we commit to being just 1% better. There may be some setbacks along the way, but as we discussed, those make you better. I have seen that firsthand in FFA, whether it be practicing for a speech or performing community service. Taking advice from others can help you overcome obstacles and help us all to continue our mission of being 1% better each day, practicing that personal growth. Sometimes the best way to learn is by doing, just as our motto states, taking these positive risks and going for it. Personal growth is vital in all aspects of life, and I truly believe FFA fosters a community to allow us to practice this.
Boasting of over 12,000 members, the Washington FFA Association prides itself on preparing its members for their futures. Career success is the final of 3 highly valued missions of the Washington FFA Association. Career success looks different to all, whether you may be a student, parent, teacher, or community member. Be that as it may, once students remove their blue jackets for the final time, they are fully equipped to move into the next stages of their lives. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, there are approximately 22.2 million filled positions in American agriculture or related fields. Nationwide, there are almost 55,000 positions in ag that remain unfilled on an annual basis. These 50,000 plus positions that remain open are available to all students, regardless of the post-secondary degrees and training they seek or their prior agricultural knowledge. When students join FFA, they're immersing themselves in a model of agricultural education that is well-rounded and consistent nationwide. The 3-circle model of agricultural education guides how students receive modern knowledge and unique life experiences through classroom instruction, leadership opportunities, and their own supervised agricultural experience project. Under classroom instruction, students work with an agricultural educator in whichever setting is most effective: classroom, greenhouse, shop, laboratory, or outdoor setting. This area has the potential to ignite a student's passion for agriculture, a concept that simply cannot be found in a textbook or on a worksheet page. Students enrolled in agricultural courses have the opportunity to apply concepts in science, technology, engineering, and math to concepts in agriculture and their everyday lives, allowing students to become more college and career ready than ever. When most think of agricultural education, perhaps it is the iconic blue corduroy jacket that first comes to mind. FFA serves as the outlet for leadership opportunities under the three-circle model. Skills and knowledge gained while serving as an active FFA member are those that are closely tied with career success. Students that study for and compete in a career or leadership development event exercise their hands-on and soft skills. Public speaking, organization and planning, communication, analysis of livestock, crops, soils, technology, and related sciences are just a small sample of the skills and opportunities that await students in FFA. A student's participation in any career or leadership development event has the potential to spark an interest in a connected field, or in Alyssa's case, motivate a student to pursue a goal rooted in personal growth. Veterinary science sparks an interest in a career involved with veterinary medicine and animal science. Winning a district leadership development event, such as prepared public speaking, bolsters a student's confidence and motivates them to pursue a job that utilizes public speaking. The list can go on, but the picture I have painted is real, and it's occurring in FFA chapters across our state nearly every day. Each student enrolled in an agricultural education course at the secondary level has their own supervised agricultural experience, a personal project outside the classroom that grows with them until they finish high school. Under their SAEs, students make their own decisions and invest their own time and financial resources in order to make their SAE goals a reality. Under the 6 SAE categories, students prepare themselves for their future careers by interning or working for an agricultural employer, starting their own ag-based business, following the scientific method through a research project, working for a school-based agribusiness, starting up their own community service project, or researching and presenting on a career in agriculture. Students can also choose to pursue multiple products under specified categories. My SAE prepared harvesting wheat and canola on my family's farm into a diversified crop production placement SAE, and raising market steers and breeding my own market goats into a diversified livestock production entrepreneurship SAE. Working on the farm and gaining agronomic skills has nudged me to pursue a degree and soon after a career in the management of crops and soils. Across our state, there are hundreds of students just like me who are competing in SAEs and are more than ready to move in their post-high school careers because of the intellect and labor they have invested in their projects.
The National FFA organization has been changing the lives of student members for the past 93 years. For over 9 decades, members have been able to walk out of high school with the skills that they need to continue on the path in the agricultural industry. Whether they choose to move on to a higher education or go directly into hands-on labor, they can confidently enter the next stage of their lives knowing that the career and technical education courses have prepared them for the long road ahead. As state officers, we serve over 12,000 members statewide. Earning the opportunity to contribute to their educational development is one of the many reasons that we love our year service. In the next week, we'll be wrapping up our tour of chapter visits. We have spent the past couple months meeting with chapters from across the state, both virtually and in person. Being able to interact with these students and learn how FFA has directly impacted their lives are one of the many highlights of our year. Our Career and Technical Student Organization, or CTSO, has an amazing way of bringing students together and changing their lives. And I consider myself lucky to be one of the many members who've benefited from my time. The opportunities that come with an FFA are limitless. Guiding members through premier leadership, personal growth, and career success have been the goals of our organization for years. Zipping up the blue corduroy jacket can take students from polar opposite backgrounds and unite them into passions of leadership and agriculture. Once students find themselves in the middle of the three-circle model, with SAE projects, classroom instruction, and FFA opportunities all working together, there's so many possibilities of where a student can go and take their education. I want to end by thanking the Spokane Ag Show for having us on to speak today. We know the struggle of adapting to a virtual world in 2021 and applaud the amazing work that you have put in to give agriculturalists alike a space to meet, lead, and grow. I've attended the Ag Show many times in the past and know the impact that it has on the surrounding community. Thank you for continuing to provide the resource in this world of uncertainty. This week is National FFA Week, and today we're celebrating Thankful Thursday. So on behalf of the Washington FFA Association, thank you for continuing your great work and giving us a platform to speak. And thank you for everyone on with us today.
Yes, thank you guys. Echoing what Gunnar said, Thankful Thursday, thank you. That concludes our presentation. If there's any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer. So let's see if we have any questions. Awesome. And so I don't know if there's going to be any, but that's okay. Spokane Ag Show is going on right now. I'm sure we all know that. That's why we're here. But Bruce has a keynote, which is really awesome. It's going to be going on today. So that's another really cool thing to check out for today. But thank you all for coming. And with that, we will start with closing or end with closing ceremonies. Mr. Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Mr. President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this meeting of the FFA component of the 2021 Spokane Ag Show. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you all so much for coming. We really appreciated getting to see you and allow us to share our presentation about how important FFA is and all the incredible opportunities students are getting to participate in because of our organization. So thank you all so much for being with us today.